Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. So guys, before we go any further, I know you ain't been told what to do. It's my choice and I'll subscribe if I want to and all that. But if you could just go and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, helps massively with the channel. And on that note, it's going to be the first video of your new channel, mate, isn't it?
First video tonight.
What have you changed the name to?
Barham BTS.
Which stands for?
Behind the scenes.
There we go, guys. The link to that channel and that video is going to be in the description below of this video. It's going to be on tonight. What sort of time?
Ooh,
what are you thinking?
Maybe about 5 or 6.
Oh, really? You're going to get it on there?
Yeah.
You ain't messing.
7 latest. We'll say 7 latest.
7 latest. Look out for it. We'll say 7 o'clock for tonight, then, shall we?
Yeah, may as well.
Look forward to see
Give
what
us a
that
bit of
does.
time.
But yeah, head over to that channel. So Isaac's took over the second channel, and he's going to be just putting general stuff on what you're up to, isn't you? Really,
yeah.
Your side of it.
Yeah,
I'll probably be on it as well now and again.
Yeah.
But it's just takes the pressure off me and lets him. Basically, he's got his own up and running channel there, isn't he? So it'd be quite exciting.
Yeah.
And tonight,
I'm excited about it.
We're going straight into a potential issue with the Subaru.
Yep.
Nightmare. So yeah, go over to that, guys. Go into that description now in the and hit the link in there. Cosworth piston.
Very unusual, slightly different way of doing it.
It is, mate, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
The lathe still ain't working. Mousy has caused me problems.
It has.
Brad's been in with his friend Steve today to have a look at the mill, apparently, before I got in. And he said that the switch has broke, but it's not like a normal switch. It's obviously a very old machine now.
Yeah.
So they're struggling to get bits, but what he might have to do is modify it and put a new switch in there. But he's gone away today just to see if he can get an old one. But anyway, I've done a dummy build now with this Cosworth, so I've sized the rods, and I've got to balance the rods yet. But these are only they only need 4th outer coff.
Oh, right.
Which means the blocks only had a very light skim.
Yeah.
So that's good news. So, see what I mean?
Motor's working well there.
Something's awry in there. We've got machines going down left, right and centre here.
Not ideal.
I know what the comments are going to be saying. Well, why don't you modernise the place then, Lee, rather than spend it on stuff like that? I think we're getting to the point where we're probably going to have to. At the moment, yeah, lathe's not working, so I'm having to just mill the top, but there's only 4th thou to come off these. The rods I've sized, they were actually 1/2 thou tight consistently, which is unusual, really. They're usually oval on them, aren't they? But and sometimes they're a little bit bigger in the biggest spot, but 1/2 thou tight. So I've eased them out. Just got to balance them end for end. Done our pockets.
You still get a nice finish on there, even on the mill.
Yeah, you do, mate. It's just a little bit. Takes a little bit longer to do, especially now the motor's playing up on the Rapid.
Yeah.
So in here, before we move on to anything else, Cosworth head all back together. Cams have just arrived from Newman.
Lovely.
So we've got a BD15, BD16 combination there, which is going to be a good match to the turbo he's running and for the power that we want to run.
I do.
Back in the day, you just bang 2 BD16s in it.
Yeah.
Copyright. But the 15 is obviously the next one up from the 14, so we'll go that combination unless you're going for stupid power. Don't really need to. So yeah, we can crack on with this. Obviously we've got the cam for the CVH now, which is great. Don't think we're really waiting on anything else for that, are we?
Don't think so, no.
Should have the solid lifters in there with a little bit of luck. Let's have a little look. No, just the cam. Where are the lifters?
What box did it all come in?
Don't know. Anyway, might be in a different box. but maybe not. We might have forgot to put them in. Looks like he's forgot to put them in.
Oh, so you got these cams as well for the K-series.
K-series cams.
Nice.
Yeah, that's their own profile on there. So we're nearly at the point, with obviously minus the pistons, where we can crack on with that.
I do. Getting there.
Yeah, getting there.
All
and you're
slowly getting
cracking
there.
on with your Rover, right? Your A-series.
Yep.
Just clean the head out properly, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So the kit car, guys, tell you a little bit about the kit car and the progress we've made. So this was the spacer. You know, we had a bit of a catastrophe if you didn't watch the last video. This was the spacer we used to extend the
Prop
shaft. Obviously there's no thread inside there, so the bolts, we used obviously long M8 bolts, 12.9 bolts, so they were quite tough. But obviously you've got a section in the middle where it's not bolted, so you've got
So
in
there's some
effect
play.
you've got a lever. This is
Yeah.
acting like a lever to bend and
bending,
batter the
yeah.
bolts, and it's buggered it. So put it in a last video what the problem was. Fortunately, had a lot of comments on it. Did have a comment from Northwest Prop Shafts. Obviously I watched the channel and they said get in touch with us, so I did that yesterday morning and they've been very helpful indeed. So what they said was, send us some pictures of your setup from all angles and we'll see what's going on. So I did state to him that it was okay with the old engine. The only difference with the old engine was it was lower, so it was probably more in line this way than the new one. The new one's probably an inch or two up, so the prop has to sort of be lifted up. But he said you was probably on the cusp of, it wasn't right as it was before, but you're probably on the cusp of it wasn't creating
Just
too much
about
issues
okay,
with the speed
yeah.
it did.
Yeah.
Obviously now we've got more torque going through it, we've got higher speeds, and it's not right. So on our setup, it's a two-piece prop. We've got a donut in the middle. The donut is in line, what looks like it's in line with the diff. Obviously our engine is, the output shaft is up here to the side, and not only that, but the engine's tilted. So he said what you need to do is have the donut in line with the shaft of the engine.
Right.
The
So you
output
need
shaft.
to raise up the donut.
So we've got to raise up the donut, we've got to tilt it over,
Yeah.
and we've got to make sure that it's a sort of, is it a slider behind the,
It's like on a spline, isn't it? That it can
yeah, like
slide
a sliding
up.
spline, yeah.
Yeah.
So it may well have that, but if it isn't, it's going to have. And they're going to extend the front piece to match so we can do away with the spacer.
Yeah.
He reckons that it won't run like, you'll get terrible vibrations with the setup it was, which could have caused that. I don't know.
So we're quite lucky, really, that we've got quite a lot of room in the prop tunnel to
Yeah,
to
it's
go
going to be
upwards, basically.
Yeah, it's going to be at the limit, I would say. We might have to do a bit of jiggery with other stuff, but it
Yeah.
does look, from looking down the tunnel, we've got plenty of room upwards. We may have to move some wiring because the wiring goes just above the
Yeah.
prop, so we may have to reroute that, but
We're
not a
lucky
big
that
deal.
didn't get torn out, really. But
No, that's it. So I've had a word with Tom Upton. He reckons that the BMW could be done by the middle of next week.
nice.
He's got the half the exhaust on already. He's got to put the diff back in today so he knows where to route the back of the exhaust.
So he's put bracing down into the diff mounting, hasn't he?
He's braced from the turrets,
Yeah.
or the cage near the turrets, down and then down through the floor, and the diff now mounts to the cage, basically.
So you got that, and he's making you an exhaust. a
He's
full
making the exhaust, yeah. So what he's doing, he's putting the downpipes, he's adjusted the existing downpipes. They're all okay now. He's just cut them off and put flexies in there. He said because at the moment you haven't got solid mounts for the engine, so if you didn't run solid mounts, it's going to all move about.
Yeah.
So he's put flexies in there. We're going to have the twin back boxes going in where the old fuel tank was, and we're also going to run a twin valve system to electronically bypass the silencers if we want.
Nice.
We've got a nice little silencer at the back
Yeah.
with a twin outlet like the DTM style.
Yeah.
So if we want, mate, flick of a switch, get things a bit more fruity.
Bit more noise.
But in effect, we'll have 3 silencers for on track, so it should be nice and quiet, which would be nice.
So is that all he's doing then? Just that bracing and the
So he's
exhaust?
doing that, the diff. He's also putting a brace under where the dash will be, diagonally. So down from the A pillar, is it? On the driver's side, down to the bottom of the A pillar on the passenger side. Yeah.
Nice.
Like the old DTM cars used to have, I suppose, touring cars.
Well, it's extra bracing, isn't it?
Yeah,
So.
and that's it really. So the plan is get that back middle of next week, spend a day or two completely stripping that and get that up to Ryan ASAP.
Yep.
And then we're going to do a swap C. So he's going to have the kit car and he's going to do the work on the kit car to sort that out. There's a few little bits on the kit car we've had to replace. So the output shaft is bent. Let me just go and get the other one quickly. So I've ordered a second-hand one.
Nice.
And that arrived today. So this is the selector shaft, sorry. A second-hand one, but this goes, we've got to take the cover off for the clutch. We're going to put a new clutch in it anyway, just for bout and braces. And this goes in from the back end.
So that was the bit that was bent.
So this is bent from there on the old one
so
downwards.
See where the seal
So
goes on there.
1, the seal may leak, we can't risk that. But 2, because it's bent downwards and the little selector is upwards, it's not with our system. It's not going to change gear very good.
Basically making it shorter and longer.
Yeah,
throw each time,
it
which
is.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So yeah, fortunately we can change that with just removing that cover, hopefully. But anyway, we've got to do it. So that's what we're going to do. And then we have got to come up with some sort of lever system for the slave cylinder. So what I was thinking was whether we can, because the engine's mounted solidly to the chassis, we're going to make some sort of lever system that we can adjust, that the slave cylinder pushes the long end of the lever and the short end pushes the rod.
Right.
And as I say, we'll have it adjustable because that's how it would work in a normal car. So hopefully, in theory, if the ratio was 3:1, it would be, you'd have 3 times more feel. So yeah, that's what we're going to do on that, mate.
Sounds like a good plan, really.
Yeah.
Keeping Tom in work.
Keeping Tom in work, yeah, I'm sure he's pleased with that. Got nothing better to do. Up to his eyeballs in it, bless him. So yeah, that's it really at the moment. Just waiting for Brad to come back and fix our lathe because I've got to get that crank finished for the knife edging.
Yeah. Sort of need it now, don't we?
Yeah. Oh, I had the Mazda engine that we did, the one we did a few videos back where we had to rectify the knife edging.
Yeah.
I had him on the phone this morning. He's coming to pick all that up Friday. And I did apologise to him on the phone, saying I sort of made out he did a terrible job. Well, with an angle grinder, he actually didn't do a terrible job, did he? But
no, it was a pretty good job, to be fair.
I just had to trim it up, really.
It just chucked it out of balance, that's all.
It did, yeah. But, yeah, he's happy anyway. So that's it, mate. We have had a little delivery this morning, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
So, we have, I suppose for the last, since the channel's been going really, we've neglected, I don't even know whether it's still going, our main website, but we have sort of paid, we've got it all set up pretty much, but we've got to basically get some professional photos done, obviously link it to the YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do, sort the merch out because we've neglected that as well. We're going to be doing a lot more merch with our new design, etc. So we're going to link all that to the
high
website,
quality stuff, and
make it look proper trick.
Yeah.
So I've employed my wife to sort all that out. She's
enough.
pretty nifty with a laptop and on the phone, bless her. So I don't see why she can't do that. Take the pressure off me. But we've had a little delivery this morning of these. So this is the type of thing that we're going to be pumping out, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is got one for myself and Isaac. A nice little jacket here with the embroidered logo on the front there. and on the side of the arm. Helly Hansen, good make, innit?
Yeah, very good make.
With the orange bits, got a nice fleecy liner in there. These work out, if you buy them singly, quite expensive actually, but I think if we buy loads, we're going to have a chat with these guys because they do t-shirts, hoodies, all the rest of it.
And they're top quality stuff, aren't they?
Yeah,
high quality work wear.
Yeah, it's really nice
grade,
stuff,
isn't
innit? So we can wear that, mate, innit? And advertise it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, if you guys have got any suggestions, feel free to comment below on what you maybe suggest that we do for the merch.
Yeah, what sort of stuff you'd
Whether
like.
you just want to see the logo without the Barham engines, and whether you want hoodies, and could do some all sorts, couldn't we?
Beanies, caps,
cups, pens, the whole lot.
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
It's a good shout, I
The
reckon.
little thing on the
Little
side.
logo on the side.
Nice. So yeah, quite nice that. Looking forward to getting all that done. As I say, the last year or two we've sort of relied on the YouTube channel for all the work to come, but it'd be nice to have. A lot of people are emailing and messaging now saying, tried to get on your site, can't. So in effect we ain't got no site going, which is no good.
Yeah, need to get on that and get that sorted.
Right, as far as people commenting saying this isn't finished, why don't you concentrate on getting this finished? We had a decorator in yesterday, so the leak is fixed now in the office. He's come in and said 3 weeks he'll be in to decorate. I've sent Zach a message. Zach's going to come in and board the back of the panels here, and we're going to get some more plastic and plastic the back.
So you're going to finish
He's going to finish all this, trim all the top, basically finish all this off. We're going to paint. He's going to paint the doors, all the frames, matey. Paint all inside there. We're going to. So we're thinking of going for a dark-ish grey, something like that. So grey here, white woodwork. Obviously, same in the office. We've got all the flooring like this to go down in the offices. Same in there, and the toilets all like a grey colour. We'll have a nice Barham Engines logo and sign on there, maybe in 3D, something like this. But in here, we'll have a grey wall. All this will be boarded out and white panelled. Put this maybe over there, so we'll have like a little sofa sort of thing here. Maybe have another big Barham Engines thing there with the LEDs round.
Yeah.
Gonna have some hex LEDs in there in the office, and potentially in there. That's all going to be done in there with white walls. Lovely. So it'd be nice, wouldn't it, mate?
Yeah.
And then the grand finale, which we'll be doing as soon as Zach's got time. We're going to be building an office up there, aren't we?
Yeah. Have you ever seen up there?
No. Let's go and have a little look. Watch you don't fall over. So this, once upon a time, was a bit of a store really, where we kept all bearings and bits and bobs. You can see all these rings and bearings. I mean, there's probably some right little gems over here.
Probably.
So if any of you guys out there are interested in any of this, Land Rover, standard mains.
I think there's quite a lot of Ford bits and stuff up there as well, I don't know.
Oh, there's loads of old Ford stuff here. Standard rings, Rover. I mean, what they're for, I ain't got a clue unless we went through them, but there's some right old little gems. So we're going to probably sell all this off if someone wants to make us an offer for it all. Might be some use to someone. It would be use to us if we knew what it was, but you know, by the time we've gone through it all, it's just as easy for us to order it nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really.
So
How did all this stuff end up here? It's sort of stuff John's collected.
It's probably stuff that he never sent back. At once upon a time, he just kept it and stuck it on the shelf. They would probably buy bulks of stuff back then, and just sat here forever, innit? But cords, rings. I mean, look how many cords, rings they got up here. But yeah, we've basically been using this as a bit of a dump, mate. Yeah, and it is a dump.
Really, it is.
So what we're going to be doing, we're going to clear it all out, obviously, reboard the floor, and put down the flooring we've got in the new room.
Yep.
Same up the stairs, paint all the stairs black, put some nice flooring on there. We're going to probably put up a timber frame in here, so we've got a ceiling and plasterboard the whole lot. And we're going to have a glass front here with a glass door.
Lovely.
2 desks for you and I.
Very nice.
Maybe a nice corner sofa and just make it all look a bit nice and fancy, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, make a nice office out of this. So by the end of the year, hopefully, it'll all be done.
Hopefully, yeah.
So that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it?
Lovely.
Utilise this space.
Yeah.
Stick John in the office that I'm in down there at the moment. His office is going to be a reception with a sofa in there, and
Yeah.
so yeah, just make it all look a bit nice and professional, mate.
Got some old cranks over here, isn't it? All sorts.
Well, yeah, there's loads of stuff here. God knows what it's all out of. I mean, it's the same with the heads that we had up on the shelf. It's, you know, once upon a time, cross-flow crank there. There's loads of old stuff we'll have a sort through, and gaskets that we never took back.
Yeah,
I sorted all them out, actually, about 8 years ago.
A lot of stuff.
But, yeah, so quite looking forward to it, mate.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that is it for another video. Remember, go over to Isaac's new channel there. Link in the description below, guys, and hit that subscribe button and the like button. It's going to help him out massively. But until Friday's video, you have a great evening. Cheers, guys.